So, hopefully that's better now. I'm glad you liked it, Goto. That's courtesy of Laura. So, she did a good job with that. But that's not the only thing. We've also got a few other ones to show off too. But I want to make sure everything's working for stream. But hopefully you like that. I'm glad you did. How are you doing though? Is everything looking and sounding fine? I hope. Just gonna get this loaded up here. Where is it? There it is. There we go. But yeah, we are back. We are here with this. So that's one of the new things that's gonna be here. There's also going to be a new webcam frame as well. And we're gonna experiment with the layout thing. So I want to see what you guys think about that. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. I hope you guys do like that. But she did a great job with that. She also did a stream ending and a be right back screen. So if I have to take breaks and stuff, we can actually use the be right back screen for that. So that will be awesome. So that's gonna be really cool. But I figured with this because it's appropriate to go with Need for Speed. So we should play Need for Speed Most Wanted, right? So let's get that actually going up here.
Hi, I'm Josie Marin, and I play Mia in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Make sure you do all your racing in the game. On the streets, drive safely and responsibly, and wear your seatbelt.
At least, please, drive safe. That is the point here, right? And we have to go through the intro because this is just iconic enough as it is, right? Of course, that's a copper. Well, let's see how this goes. And that's one way to slow them down, of course, right? But it only makes sense. Let's play a classic. And this is a true classic, I think. I did do a Does It Hold Up video on this game. You should go check that out. That's on the YouTube page. There we go. Need for Speed. Here we go. Now for that, I have to turn off the music, unfortunately. But at least we still have the racing music, so... And I always have to max this out every time, but... So we'll go with that. Now, I've only done a couple of these, at least just to test things, to make sure they work, but we're going to do one of those quickly, just to make sure, before we actually launch into another playthrough. But yeah, no, she did all the graphics for this, and I think she did a really great job with it, because that's actually one of the things I wanted to try and do a little bit differently, is just because I love this game, and I wanted to keep that kind of style with it, and I feel like she brought it out very well. But yeah, guys, is everything looking and sounding okay?
Attention Channel 2. A driver wanted in connection with street racing was just reported heading east on Chase Road. Requesting units to start up.
You got any more details?
Suspects driving a white Cadillac.
That's all the details we got for you, man. Nice, thank you, Mr. Godai. How are you doing? like I said, if you guys notice any issues with stream, whether be watching it on Twitch or YouTube, please let me know so we can fix it up.
We going? What?
Oh, what system are you playing it on, Mr. Godai?
Code 3, code 3.
All units be advised. Supervisor has escalated the chase to condition 2.
Dispatch is 1050 on Steel Code 3.
But no, the goal, at least for that, I have that next video loaded up, and I'm just editing it down, so the goal is to have it, let's say, I was gonna try and say like at the end of this month or like right at the beginning of next month. So let's say first week of September.
Lost visual. You're working to catch up. Hold on. I have visual. Code 3.
We'll have something on Need for Speed Most Wanted. I mean, Underground 2, sorry. But Mondays are going to be dedicated to playing through this.
32. Checking. Can you provide a sit rep?
Having a hard time staying with him. Code 6 causing me a lot of problems.
But to be fair, I was actually debating which version we should play. Like, I could have brought out the Xbox 360. We could have played that, but I feel like this actually works really well. There we go. Okay. So I think we can load up into that.
How's your car running?
Paper. I need your pink slip. He's dangerous. Be careful, he'll swat paint if he has to.
First, I'm gonna take your ride, then I'm gonna take your girl. Get ready for that.
Stay focused. He's rolling on a lot of power, so wait for him to shift first.
You got this, man. Alright, do we have this? Probably not. Because him and his crew basically screwed us over. But we have to go through the motions for this, don't we?
Code 6 driver followed by police.
I need all available units on this. Get them going. Code 3.
There we go. There goes that van. Well, I guess they ain't coming back anytime soon.
That's out of units for containment. I lost them. I need a 1083.
Remaining units be advised. Vehicle west BCB. Squad should be set up in the surrounding area.
Hey, there's something wrong with your ride. You left a huge oil slick at the start line. You have to end the race fast.
And then, yeah, that's it. So we need to go back before we talk about what led us to those events. There's Mia. Yep. And as you see, guys, we debut a new layout too of things, so I can use this one for an account for gameplay. But if we still want to go like full screen and stuff, then at least the webcam layout, like the cam layout here, you'll see that there too. So. No, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I feel like hopefully it works well with the style of this game. Oh, Cross.
Man. Did you pick the wrong street to run on? This is a nice car. Gauges, shifter, wheel. Is this all for show, or is there something more I should know about?
It's for show.
I'd like to take a little peek under the hood.
Oh, jeez, woman.
Good idea. Let me tell you what's about to happen. We're gonna take your car, tear it apart, and see if it's street legal. You know, I'd lay odds that it ain't. Get a record down here.
Looks like your racing days are over.
Let me let you in on a little secret. Street racing in Rockport is finished. I've got a beautiful little surprise that's gonna tear you guys apart from the inside out. Now get out of the car.
He does. You're not wrong about that, Kaiser.
In a high-speed pursuit of multiple vehicles, aggressively evading custody. Units in the area directed to clear and head up to provide cover.
No, these cutscenes are just...
Next time, you won't be so lucky.
Will there be a next time?
Nice pinstripe.
And then it just gets worse in Carbon. Yeah. But you can definitely tell he's one of the people, or one of the actors that, you know, really enjoyed the role. You could say that for a lot of these characters here. Right? Especially Ronnie. But Razor and Mia really, really steal the show, don't you think? Oh, for sure. Especially Razor. There's a reason why this game is still so beloved after 21 years. And it's one that I'm just glad I have in my collection. And, well, if I did ever have to, you know... If I did ever have to, like, get rid of stuff, or just, like, have to thin it out, this is one I would be keeping for sure. This stays. This would stay no matter what. I have thoughts about that, like when it comes to Carbon, and I will share that when that video comes out in October. Of this and Carbon. I'm keeping them for real. I have both of these on the Xbox 360. I don't have any of the last gen versions of this game. I wonder if those would be worth looking into, though. With Carbon's original music, yeah. No, I think that's one of the things that stood out to me when I played that game, what I remember from it back in the day. Like, the music in Carbon, like, is just so good, but even the licensed stuff is so well done.
Tell you, Razor, he shadowed me. I couldn't shake up.
Alright, Razor.
Another bolt-on Wonder Boy looking to get smoked. Why don't we save you the grief and peel those parts right now?
Bolt on or not, that ride is hot.
Oh, hello, Mia. There he is. Probably one of the most memorable villains.
Faster than anything here.
You obviously don't know your cars, sweetheart.
I know
But you
your
know,
mind doesn't have
like
a
this,
chance.
like these cutscenes, my only regret with this game is that I wish there was more of
Whatever you
them.
want to throw on the table, smokes anything here, including this pump gas kit car.
Well, then where's your punk money then?
$5 grand. $5 grand.
Really?
Says my boy will smoke
5K.
this down.
What's your boy have to do with this?
I ain't racing this nobody. And I ain't taking orders from some chick who just rolled onto the scene.
Yeah. This here is the number 15 guy on the blacklist. You got a lot of rep to earn before you get to run with him.
Thanks for the
Thanks
heads
for the
up.
update. Are we doing this or what?
I got him.
All right, Toro.
Why don't we make it 10 grand?
Oh yeah, you want to amp this up? Let's do it right.
And I feel
Yes.
Carbon did do that well with what I remember. They did incorporate them a
We got
little
couple of
bit
guys about to
more.
Street race down here at the shipyards. You better send the cops right away.
I also feel like their use of in-game cutscenes, like at least in-game, was actually not too bad. I do think the models are a bit ugly though.
When he's through with you, I never want to see your face again.
With the best sleeper car. That car, yeah, no, like, I know whenever I played this, like the cars I had to get Mings and I had to get Toru's. But I think if you want the real sleeper car, that is Ming's car. That Lamborghini is amazing. But also, this is probably one of my favorite pursuit themes in this game. Plus, the other thing I like with Ming's vehicle, and the same thing with Toro's there as well, is that they don't really do a lot of visual customizations with it. They just keep it really simple and basic. And I like that. Yeah, and I think that's maybe the one downside with the music is that it reuses the Pursuit themes, but it's just they were already so good to begin with. Why not use them again, right? But no, there are things I have to say about Carbon, for sure, but I need to revisit that game.
Well, look what the underground let loose. Let's see how good you do in the daylight.
Aw, Rod. And he does play a good role. I do kind of wish we could have met him face to face, though. But if I remember from this, he was actually going to be on the blacklist. But that ended up not coming to be. And I believe Mia was also going to be the same case at some point, too. But I know there was quite a bit there was quite a bit of cut stuff for this game, considering like how long they had to develop this stuff. Because these were on yearly installments, but I feel like this wasn't developed in a year. This probably had a little more time to it. Was used for tutorials instead. Yup. There was that as well. Like, I would have loved to see them expand upon this even more. There we go.
Good run. I like your style. Just make sure you watch your back with these guys.
And I believe he had a different vehicle as well. Not that.
What's up, poser? I'm glad you're putting it down out there. I really am, because I can't wait to get a crack at that ride. What? Didn't anybody tell you?
Also, I feel like this iteration of drag racing is the most difficult.
And that is why people aren't stupid enough to do it. I'll be waiting.
How's your car running?
Paper. I need your pink slip.
But then again, it's also with this, they chose, like, the development team chose different priorities compared to Underground, like when going from Underground 2 to this. There probably were other things that they wanted to do.
For that.
Hey, stay focused. He's rolling on a lot of power, so wait for him to shift first.
And the same went for Carbon. Yeah, same thing for Carbon. Well, that's what you get for, like, those, like, not very long development cycles that they have for these things, right? But Need for Speed is pretty much done, which makes me sad. Like, I actually do want to go back and look at Unbound again. I didn't play a lot of it. I played a bit. Even harder than Burnout, yeah. And as much as I love both, like, Need for Speed is the one that hurts the most.
Attention patrol members, officers are attempting to stop multiple vehicles involved in a high-speed chase. The comm center has patted this through to tax-free.
But at least you can still play, like, Need for Speed on current platforms. Like, you may have to do a little bit of finagling with it, but these games aren't going anywhere. That's why I'm glad, like, there's still ways to play stuff like this, and even going older, like High Stakes, and the original Hot Pursuit. But if we're looking at more modern ones, like Hot Pursuit 2010 is still one of the best, if not the best, Need for Speed game. And I know Most Wanted 2012 does get crapped on, but low-key, it is a great game. And that's one I'm looking forward to getting to talking about.
Hey, there's something wrong with your ride. You left a huge oil slick at the start line. You have to end the race fast.
Come on, push, 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 push. Damn it. Boosted nothing. We gotta run some races. What do you have it for, Kaiser?
Thank you for the ride. I knew you weren't Blacklist material.
Yeah, well, I knew you fucked me over.
Hey, where's your punk money now?
What happened?
What happened is he's on show and no go.
But the nice thing, at least with this, is that they give you incentive. Is the nice thing with this compared to Underground 2?
Hard and flat.
You have incentive.
Hey, Mia. Sweetheart.
You have incentive to want to take somebody down and get your ride back. I'm surprised Mia doesn't come and take you away, but
Bus stop's that way, champ.
when thinking about this now in hindsight,
The UC thought you were the one, but you're mine now.
Hey, where's your fancy ride?
Who cares? He's not gonna need him where he's going. And they're gonna
Yeah.
love you in the big house, baby.
thankfully not for long. Sometime, like, who knows? I'm guessing a couple days. So you got an Xbox, yeah, because I know with the remaster it is full crossplay.
Get in.
Here we go.
I heard they didn't have enough on you. Guess it's hard to nail you for street racing when you don't have a ride.
Pretty much.
Racer set you up. He messed with your car. Gets worse. He's #1 on the blacklist, and he used your ride to get there. To get back in, you have to become notorious, win races, and build up your bounty. I've hooked you up with a place to lay low in, but first, you gotta get yourself a new ride. Hey Ed, it's Mia. I got a friend coming by. Do me a favor, hook him up? Thanks. I owe you one.
But also the RX-8 is a very good car too. We gotta go with this one.
Hey, it's me. Check out your map. Head up to the location I told you about. I'll meet you there. Later.
But yeah, no, if you want to run some races, let me know. You know I'd be down for that. And I know a couple of other people, I believe, have the Hot Pursuit remaster, so...
So you found it all right. What do you think? You can store your ride here. Consider it your safe house. You can use it to lie low when your heat gets too high. If you want to take out Razor and get your ride back, you got a lot of work to do.
Oh yeah?
You have to work
Yep,
your
no,
way
we at least got a list to
and
go
have
through,
everyone on the
so...
way. As far as they're concerned, you're just working to get back into the blacklist.
Pretty
Get the
much,
right
like, what
away,
else are we
get enough
doing?
Bounty, and you can challenge a ranked racer. Once they're all out of the way, Razor's all yours. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you get back to business. I'll call you when the time's right. Later.
Alright. Well, I guess we gotta kick this off, right? Alright, Sonny. This here's Sonny. He's dumped a whole lot of cash into his car. That ride has worked, so don't be fooled. It's a rocket. He does anything he can to get a hold of parts before they hit the streets. So yeah, no, he tries. But the thing is that gonna be enough? to try and stop us. Like, we're just gonna be running a stock ride, though, I think. But maybe we'll get some upgrades. I haven't decided yet what we're gonna do. And I still like these little intros too, at least for each of the Blacklist racers. So 3-3. We'll do race events. But no, like, I should have mentioned this in the video too at the time, but there were some things that were sacrificed in terms of presentation. As much as I love it going into the daylight, I do miss like the cool intros from Underground 2. With like people coming out and starting things, or like the crowds and all that. But no, events I remember, like they got rid of drift racing. Drifting is out. They replaced with toll booth races, which are easy. But I think the toll booth races are actually pretty fun, and they're a nice kind of palate cleanser for things. But no, other racing games I still want to do at some point is I still want to do Midnight Club 3. It's been such a long time since I played through that thing. I don't remember much of it. And I still have yet to complete Midnight Club Los Angeles. I do have a couple of copies of that game. But one thing I'm kind of hoping is, with the backwards compatibility program coming to PC, I wonder if Midnight Club will do that. Because that would be cool. Okay, that was smooth. Sometimes I mess that up, especially if you go at higher speeds. That could be a real problem. Hey, Spicy, what is up, man? How are you doing? I have already plans in my head of what to do for Undercover, but that's gonna be our thing, like I said, for when that comes out. I think that'll be a good one to end the year. That's good, man. Did you work today? Hopefully work went well for you. You have this week off. Lucky! Okay, see you in a few, Kaiser. 2 ways to enter. Yep, so basically just going over things. Let's do a sprint race next. Alright, take your time, man. We're gonna be here for a bit. But I think this game is still being worked on, at least by modders for the PC. So this is at least just what I have as a current build for it. I know there's probably way more that's been done to this, like in terms of visuals and stuff, to make it more modern and awesome. Which I should I should dig around a little more and do that, because if there are ways for that, I would like to see. Like more updated textures, I would imagine that's probably something that's been worked on. Making the visual effects pop more. But there's still something to be said for the original look, because I know when I did the video, I basically wanted to try and keep the game as close as it could be. Let's see. And I still haven't even used the other feature, which is the slow-mo. Because I know that was debuted here in this game. Like, I know this and Midnight Club 3, Dub Edition used it as well, but only if you had zone vehicles.
Any more details on that call?
We are trying to call the complainant back for a description. Stand by.
Complainant couldn't find a description of the vehicle, so we don't know. Well, let's do the last one. Knockouts. But no, I remember sticking with this car at least for a while. I mean, this car works really well. Cobalt is good. Although, I would probably guess, some would say like the Fiat would probably be another good pick, or even the Lexus. But, you know, it's always the Cobalt for me. The Cobalt, it's just, I love the look of the vehicle. And as stock, it's actually pretty damn good. Let's see, so far so good. Go this way. I think I'm too far ahead. Yeah, we're quite a ways ahead of these people. 13.8 seconds. That's right, no camera control because the right stick is used for shifting. Nope, don't hit the truck. 18.69. Yeah, no, this isn't even fair. Bounty. Less than 4 minutes, greater than 2 minutes. And this was tag 2 vehicles. Alright, here we go. What do you got for pursuits?
Rockport PD's trying to shut us down. They're everywhere. Now, if you get into pursuit with them, the longer you go, the more heat you bring down on your ride. The more heat, the more cops. To get out of a tight spot, just crash into objects on the road. I call them pursuit breakers. When you hit one, it either takes out the cop or forces him to stop and deal with the aftermath. Trust me, it works. Each pursuit breaker is marked in the world with a pursuit breaker icon. Now, to drop the heat on your ride, just park in a safe house for a while. Cops lose interest in rides that disappear from the streets. But if you need to drop your heat fast, roll into a shop and change your look. Body kits, paints, it don't matter, as long as they can't recognize your ride.
And that's actually something I liked with this one too. Like, they made customization an interesting mechanic, because before in Underground 2 and in the Underground games, you were just using it to work up your visual rating, and I know for Underground 2 it was tied to progression. But here, it's just, you want to do visual customizations to change the look of your car to get away from the police. So it made wanting to customize, it made your customizations feel meaningful.
Yeah, dispatch, Bravo 3-2. Yeah, I'm set out of the call. About to do a check here on a vehicle that just blew by me.
Go ahead.
Going through pursuit, he's not stopping. Can really use some backup. This guy's putting up a fight.
Roger that, Bravo 3-2. Units have detailed and are en route.
Welcome back, Spicy. No, we just did our first bounty thing, so just did the cams.
This is another unit when you can. We just lost a car. Bravo 2-4. The suspect is just headed to the bus station.
No, I timed that incorrectly. Jeez. Yep, this is the PC version. I was actually debating if I should just bring out the Xbox 360 and just play that version, but... Nah, let's do PC.
Bravo 2-4. Can you advise on your situation?
No change out here. You might want to give the other districts a heads up.
Because do you own a copy of this game yourself? Yeah, I own it on 360. Yeah, I still have my 360 copy myself. No, like I was telling Kaiser earlier, if I had to thin out my collection of games, this is one that I would be keeping. Like, this stays in the collection.
Units in the area be advised. The code 6 suspect was last seen southbound on Highway 99. Squad should be set up in the surrounding area.
There we
Code
go.
still code 6.
Yeah, and the version I have is the Platinum Hits one, so... Oh, you're playing PS2? Sorry, Mr. Goda, I just saw that now. Okay, there we go.
Hey man, that chump Sonny is looking for a run. He's still pretty fresh on the blacklist, so now's your chance. Don't blow it.
Although I should do the 360 version, because I don't think I have the achievements. And it's also a pretty easy achievement list to get for this game. It's just win every race on the blacklist. Alright, are we doing this or what? But yeah, we're just rolling in with a stock ride. And he's upgraded his vehicle probably, so we're just gonna see how well this goes. I'm assuming you finished this game back in the day, right, Spicy? On the OG Xbox. Nice. I actually haven't played the OG Xbox or PlayStation 2 versions of this game. I know Kaiser was talking about this because he has it on the OG. He played it on the OG Xbox. But I wonder how different it is because I've only played this game on the 360 and the PC. I haven't played those other versions. And I would play it non-stop. Well, what can we say? This game was just so well done. Right? The game was just so good. Even though it did feel like a bit iterative compared to, say, other... Like, compared to, say, Underground 2, but there was enough changed that it felt like something different. But this one is a beloved title. Like, I would say Underground to Carbon are the ones most beloved, I would say. But I would say I would also say for sure, if those are the only ones you've played and you haven't explored the games prior to Underground or the games beyond Carbon, they are worth pursuing. They are worth looking into. Hang on, that's a bit, so hang on. I'll read that in a second. There was a gift my grandpa bought an Xbox to play at his house. Nice. Oh, and he showed me, and he bought one, and he bought Need for Speed Underground. The other things that makes those games memorable that I have to cut out here is its soundtracks, though. Like, the music in this game was so good. Like, Nine Thou is one of the best songs ever, I would say. That I was still up playing all night. No, my parents were like that too whenever I would just stay up playing video games or something. Be like, you need sleep. Yeah, I know, but it's just so fun. It's just so good. I want to finish it, right? No, the only things I didn't mess with these games back in the day really were multiplayer. But he hated it. It'd be like, I got you this, but still. And of course he's following. But the body does need sleep. Sleep is important. I don't care what anyone says if sleep is for the weak or anything like that. Sleep is good. If you say that now, you'll realize that when you get older, you want the sleep. Right? And to be fair, we still kind of do it to this day sometimes, right? Dude, get the hell out of the way. You're supposed to be behind me, not in front of me. That your body will just force you to sleep. Yeah, no, there are points where it's just like, it'll just shut down. Be like, nope, we're shutting down. You need sleep. I don't care if you say you don't. You do. This is not negotiable. So he is defeated. Now, I love how these are random. I didn't get it. And the thing is always, whenever it comes to this, I always go for the unknowns because I want the car. Alright, Vince Kellick, or Taz. This crazy fool is a major heat score. Blacklist gave him the name Taz. He hates cops, and they hate him. Watch yourself around this guy. He prowls the streets of Rosewood looking for newbies. So I guess that means us. We are still technically considered a newbie in this, because since we're that low on the list. And it looks like he has a black... Oh, he almost had a black eye of sorts. Or maybe that's just the way that the angles are of this. Or am I wrong on that? You see so many of these vehicles. Is it actually a good car? Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's go prove ourselves. We'll do some racing. You are a lot stronger than I am, by the way. I would absolutely be blasting the music as I was saying. No, the music is so good, but it's just like, I have to shut it off. Because, again, I don't want to be hit with the MCA. But, that's the other thing, too. Like, you have to look at a racing game two... a racing game two ways. Like, the music does make it, but does the game work well? Does a racing game work well on its own? Like, can you work with just the ambiance here? And, like, that's the thing I appreciated with Underground 2, and in turn this, is that you can just run off the vibes of the city and the environment. Plus also the memorable tracks I just have replaying in my head sometimes. So there is that. Yep, they took the shortcut. So people get them. A lot of people like to tweak their ride. Now, I think we'll get some performance parts. Because I want to have at least a little bit of an edge. And I know that's one thing they changed from Underground 2 here, is that I know the performance customizations, like you can mess with the sliders and everything, and I like that touch, but it's not something I mess with. Because I feel like that's a little too much for me. So they scaled it back quite a bit here. Like, you can still do it. But I guess it's not as in-depth. But I still like that the option's there. But also, is that car affordable? I think that's one of the other things, too. Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's Raj. If you need any parts or think you got enough for a new ride, head over to one of the shops. I told them you're a friend, so they should be cool. They're on your map. Check it out.
We'll go do that soon. Let's do another sprint. And like, look at this. I bet you some of these guys are going like, look at this pleb. Look at this pleb. He hasn't modified his car. He hasn't even put any cool, like, tribal vinyls on this. What is he doing? He's crashing into a car while trying to chat with chat. Where you're buying it from. Well, that's not too bad of a price. Okay, no, we can't take the shortcuts. Sir, that was not cool. Why would you do that? Ow. But that seems alright price for one of those things. Could have used the slow motion there. You just happened to be right there. Is rough. 25k, that's rough, yeah. I was thinking like 9k, 10k, but it also depends on condition of the car. Too. If it's well maintained and in good shape. And then our first chance. Okay, 6,000. 15,000.
Copy that, Delta 20. I'm clearing units right now.
Okay, infraction's complete. And you have to test it. Like, is it still good to drive? Are you noticing any issues with handling and all of that? Because some people can take good care of their vehicles. And if it's in good shape, then I could consider it. But 25k, when you say that, is a little bit high. Yes, and the driver's waiting for you to catch up to him. Come on, thank you. Thank you. Because... and it didn't do anything. I know you were looking at vehicles as well yourself, like just kind of just shopping around, right? Now let's see if this works. I normally do this, and it works most of the time.
3 Delta 20. Please update situation.
Let's go this way.
Roger, 3 Delta 20. Detailing units now.
This way. Come here. We're just gonna go the other side, man. There we go. Where did you just come from? Yeah, no, they're gonna try and keep the pursuit going. Okay, we're gonna have to at least change the paint of this car, though.
Confirming suspect was last seen eastbound past Heritage Heights. Call is still code 6 with Joe to TAC 2 for quadrant setup. Members are advised to reference their screen for GPS position.
There we go. We got it. I think we should have enough bounty now for this, right?
Hey, when you're being chased by the 5-0, take a look at your map. You'll see a bunch of icons. These are structures you can use to shake the cops off your back. You just smash into them, instant pursuit breaker moment. If the cops aren't damaged, they'll probably stop to render assistance. Trust me, they work.
They can work, you're right.
Hey, what's up? It's Mia. Looks like Razor's keeping tabs on you. I guess he never figured he'd see you again. I like the idea that he'll be looking over his shoulder from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Keep laying it down out there. I'll call you later.
Nice run. Alright, here's the deal. Razor's left the borough. He's racing in Rockport. To get to him, you gotta go through the ranks of the blacklist and clean out each area. There's 3 areas known as boroughs. This here's Rosewood. Camden Beach is on the coast, and Rockport is right after it. Unless you have enough rep, you can't get into the next level of racing. To do that, you gotta win. There's no second place here. Just keep plowing through your objectives till you can challenge a blacklist racer. I'll feed you more info as I dig it up. Later.
Again, I just think it's handy that you at least have people in your corner, so you're not completely foobarred, right? Let's do a second. Nice. Thank you for the subscribe on YouTube. I appreciate it. Sorry, I don't have the alert set up on this page, but thank you for that. It's getting us closer to 850, and I hope to get to 1K. Hopefully, can hit the requirements for hitting the partner program before it changes in February. But every little bit helps. Whoa. I almost thought I was gonna hit that car. But there we go, we can just go this way. Yeah, go left. Yes, I know it's oncoming, but it's a shorter route. How many laps is this? 3, okay. There we go. And you know, the handling still feels pretty good. Black Blocks had a certain, I would say, kind of feel to their cars. Oh, geez, yeah. Usually that just took that sharp corner. What the hell? You'd have to look at the map, though, for that one. But I'm like, geez. They really don't want to lose. But we make it up there. So far, so good. And one thing I'll try and do, at least with these, when I do the streams for this on YouTube, I'll try and get a different thumbnail, at least for all of them. Oh, wow. If I hit that... He's like right there. Yep. Sir, did you put a rocket in your vehicle? I have to know. Because I swear, that's what it feels like. Well, we should actually do some customizations. We'll do 2 more of these races before challenging Taz. One of them is just way back there. There we go. Oh, I need more bounty. We could still do a cam thing. I don't think we've done a camera thing. Yeah, look at all of them with their tricked out rides, and I'm just here with my stock car, with my stock performance. Don't knock it, man. Sir, that road is closed. Why are you driving down this way? Yep, and there's the rain. Let's go this way. There's that. Okay, sweet. We made it through. Okay. Okay, this is only 2 laps, though. It's not 3. I think as we progress, 3 will become the norm. Just under 2 minutes. Nice. Whoa. Almost thought we were going to hit them for a second. Yes, sir. Thank you for stopping. Now I'll go back into the proper lanes. I see the rain is over. I would have loved them to do different weather conditions, but you wouldn't see that until the run. Because I honestly think like driving in the snow would be interesting, like doing street racing for this. Yeah, this isn't even fair. Ahead by 17 seconds. Prince of Persia or Sly Cooper? Prince of Persia. I haven't played much of Sly Cooper, but I want to. But you know, Prince of Persia, easily.
Channel 3 be advised. We just received a report of a speeding vehicle eastbound past Heritage Heights. Units to clear and set up.
Got any more details on that?
Oh, jeez.
Well, we're trying to call a complainant back for description. Stand by.
I'm with us.
Not what I wanted to do, but that's fine.
He's running from me, code 3. Log me out of that call. Head up that way for you. I lost him. Minimal time delay. He's gotta be close.
Cover units heading up to the pursuit.
We'll just wait here.
Be advised, this party was last seen heading west through the stadium interchange. 10-block radius on a quadrant has been authorized by supervisor. Details will be provided on your screen.
Well, sorry, pursuit's over. He's gone. We lost him. We lost the perp. Are you thinking about which one to play next, though, Spicy? Is that why you're asking? I actually need to play through Warrior Within and Two Thrones. There we go. We're still short. How much? 3,000. Would you be playing like that Prince of Persia trilogy?
Toll booth racing
Is what I'm
already
guessing,
approving
since
your
you
actual
mentioned that.
run times. Let's just say not everyone in the blacklist can be trusted. All you have to do is snag a ticket from one end and race to the other. You have a limited amount of time to get from one toll booth to the next, so keep an eye on your timer.
Okay, we're gonna have to do another pursuit. But yeah, what do you own them on then? I'll ask you that question. PS2 and PS3. I was gonna say, do you have the Prince of Persia HD trilogy or the Sly Cooper collection on PS3? I have them both, okay. Because I have the Prince of Persia HD trilogy on PS3. I also own the Prince of Persia games, like that trilogy, on GOG. And I know they just added the Sands of Time to the preservation program. So I'm hoping, if that would be the case for Warrior Within and Two Thrones. Because I've only played part of Warrior Within. I've never played Two Thrones, though. And I've been told the Sly Cooper games are fun. I have tried Sly Cooper, which one? Thieves in Time? The fourth game? A little bit, but that's it. I heard it's like very edgelord. It is very edgelord. Oh wait, there's another one. 145. Oh, 100%. You know, I remember seeing that back in the day. I'm like, why is this being very try hard? And also the soundtrack was like, everything was just way different.
Your wins have generated some hype and got the attention of Taz. He's the next Blacklist racer. Guy's nuts, and a major heat score, so watch yourself. He's waiting for your call. Later.
No, we're going before we go take on Taz. I said we wanted to do some performance stuff. We're going to do that. Can't do tires. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, we're not going to change the... We're not going to do anything else for the car. This is all I want to do. Yeah, no, that was the thing with it. It's just a game every year. And that was the case with Need for Speed, because that was the development. It was just like one every year. And Assassin's Creed was like that. And, you know, EA does that with their sports games. So, like, yearly development cycles, it's nuts. You have to have different teams working on things. Okay, here we go. No, they're not our problem. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. I did, but it's not one I finished. But I think that game looks frickin' beautiful. Even still, to this day. Because I have it on both PS3 and I have it on GOG. Did you ever finish that game? I have it on 360. Also, I just like Elika, like her visual design. She looks gorgeous. I never finished it. I think I made it like halfway through that game or something. That's another series I would love to go through. At least Ubisoft's Prince of Persia games. I also did pick up The Forgotten Sands, because that was actually one I never played, and I was curious about it. That's actually one I want to see GOG. I want to see GOG pick that one up as well. I think that would be pretty cool. Taz, your car's not keeping up. In The Forgotten Sands. How was that game? How did you find it? Race 2. It was okay. Because that was like the last major Prince of Persia game. But you'd say it's worth a play? Ow. I need to straight away. There we go. You were committing a bunch of time to it, yeah. I know with Prince of Persia 2008, I feel like that game isn't that long either, but it feels like a giant time commitment. But it's something you could probably get through in, say, maybe 2 nights or something. But I would imagine if you're fully dedicated, you could probably do it in one night, right? There we go. Now we use the slow-mo there. And I always thought that was just so cool to do. But that has a very practical gameplay mechanic, especially when it comes to pursuits. There we go. You are done, man. And I don't get his car. That's fine, didn't really want his car. Alright, Vic. Did you ever watch the movie? You know, I did. I don't remember it, though. This dude has been holding it down in the number 13 slot for a while now. He can't break out of his rut, and no one can run him out. He's slack and dangerous, but knows how to handle his ride. He'll smoke you if he gets the chance. Oh, we'll see about that. I feel like we're gonna be able to run this guy out, dude. You're not gonna win. And also, why do you have a steering wheel handcuffed to you? And then this is the song I know that's very iconic for this game for a lot of people. Or it just gets memed on a lot. Oh, hey, cutscene.
Ready to go. You're in. I want to show you something. I hooked you up with access to the police database. You've been building a rap sheet with the cops. The more heat you bring down on yourself, the more hype and bounty come your way. So make sure you keep track of your rap sheet.
Well, what do we got here?
Nothing you're
You're
ever
gonna
get.
get.
You're so sweet. You got lucky. Staying on the blacklist is gonna take a lot more than luck. You better watch your back out there because, well, you never know what might happen, do you?
What, you gonna work this ride too?
Yeah. I don't know what your game is, but I'm gonna find out. You can't ride this sucker's hype forever. And when he burns out, no more free rides. I know you like it.
You get the hell out of here.
Stay on top of that rap sheet. I gotta go. I'll hook up with you later.
Alright, girl. It ain't no breaking me, man.
I'm impressed. Taz,
How you doing, though, Chameleon?
paid the price. Make sure you
I may have to watch that movie.
I'll hook up with you later.
I may have to watch that movie again. What should we do? 100K. Let's do some racing first. Oh, speed traps. New event. Well, good morning to you, Chameleon.
Speed trap racing.
Did you at least get enough sleep?
Showcasing your ride's top end.
Yeah, I heard it was, yeah, from what I remember, it was just okay.
You gotta rip through the traps as fast as you can.
What about that Need for Speed movie? That's actually something I haven't seen.
Wins. Don't fall behind, or you lose points once the first racer crosses the line.
I like the new layout for Retro. I'm glad you like the layout. All credit for this goes to Laura. She did a great job with this stuff. And that's the reason we also are picking I picked Need for Speed to stream with this, because that's the theme. I wanted to try and have something that fits with this vibe. And I feel like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, and that's what I heard. But yeah, also like the webcam layout is what you're going to start to see from now on. And there's also like a be right back screen, and there's also a starting screen and an ending screen as well. Nope. Restart. I can't do that. But I'm glad you like it there, Chameleon. Again, credit goes to Laura. She did an excellent job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my love. You are the best. But we'll try and see if we can expand upon this a little bit more, so we'll see if there's anything. We have some other things in the cards too, so stay tuned. But the Need for Speed movie is worth a watch. I have to try and track down a copy. And if I remember, that movie has Aaron Paul, like he's the star of that. He's like the main hero of that movie, I believe, right? Because this was also around the time where Breaking Bad was still big, right? Yeah, that's not as bad. There, we should be fine for this. There we go.
Hey, I got some news about those pursuit milestones. Apparently, these things are thrown out there by blacklist racers. They're challenges to anyone who thinks they got what it takes to beat their records. If you want to get your name out there, this is the way to do it. The more pursuit milestones you beat, the more notorious you become on the blacklist.
Straightforward enough, right? Let's do the other one. May as well get them out of the way, right? Let's see if we can rock this out. But again, just like Chameleon was saying, with like starting with I Am Rock for that song, it's just like you can see this soundtrack is legendary. I almost thought I was gonna screw that up. Well, that screwed that guy up. You slowed me down, man. That was not cool. Hand of Blood, that's another good one. The Cell Dweller tracks, like Shapeshifter with Styles Beyond. But again, like I said, 9 Thou is the big one for me.
Yeah, it's Vic here. Keep your mouth shut and listen up. It don't matter to me what you got going on with the other guys. You just make sure you stay out of my way. These are my streets. You got that? You just bow out when you're told and everything will be cool.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I need to progress. I need my car back. You're in my way. I'm gonna get you out of it. I'm gonna get you out of the way. And I think this was the first time I actually listened to, I heard of Bullet for My Valentine. It was that song on this one. Is the record label that Cell Dweller owns. Really? Yeah, no, he did 2 songs for this. He did that. He did 2 songs for this game. Shapeshifter's the big one, that for me, just because, again, I like Styles Beyond. But, you know, he did another track for this game, too. Dude, stop getting in my way, guys. You're really slowing down my momentum here. But I did not know that, actually. I think Cell Dweller is still making music. I think I just actually saw for like the YouTube music thing, I got a notification that, hey, Cell Dweller put out a new song, you should take a listen. Plus, also, I know the other thing, like that Legacy of Kain game, Ascendance. Cell Dweller did the soundtrack for that. I believe our stream team's still a thing today. Let's do that, then we can do the toll booth references. I haven't been on one in a long time. The last one was Nemesis. And that one was fun. Yeah, right now, just my own thing. And we just see what happens. So it was lame. That's kind of bad. It'd be like, come on, you guys are a team. You should at least, you know, have some form of interaction, even if it's just exchanging pleasantries. Like, that's just the basics, right? But there needs to be some form of that, I would say. Yeah, that's kind of important. Just did their own thing. So it was just more just like, here, let's just have a name for the sake of it, essentially, right? Is almost what it sounds like. Or the music for Cell Dweller, yeah. And now if you play Cell Dweller stuff, you get hit with DMCA stuff. Because that was the case with the Legacy of Kain Ascendant stream when I did that for YouTube. And we just made it. Which that's also pretty cool. In their catalog, could use it on stream and YouTube. So at least that was nice. You at least had some perks and benefits with it, right?
Might be better. We'll see. Keep smoking these guys out. Razor's out there. It's just a matter of time. I'll see ya.
Yeah, as we keep working our way up the list. Let's go. I do know with, I did back a Kickstarter for Legacy of Kain and a graphic novel, and I believe Cell Dweller did work on a soundtrack for that. And not worry about any strikes. Yeah, no, you were safe when it comes to that, right? Plus, that's also a pretty cool perk, I would say. Did you use it quite a bit with your stuff? You would say? Have it running during stream, yeah. So you had access to it, like, at least for streams and stuff. So that's always cool. Can't really argue with that. On heavy music and one that focused more on 80s synthwave style music, so you had variety when it comes to that. You weren't just stuck to like one specific style. Because I know Cell Dweller mostly does heavy stuff, right? But yeah, there is that kind of electronic and synthy stuff to it too, so. There we go. We'll do another one of these, then we should at least get a pursuit going. try and work on our bounty, right? Because if we're gonna catch up to him, because we've already got all the race requirements. I just like doing the toll booth races. Although I don't know what happened when I went off on that road. I didn't expect the car to do that. .06 seconds before it would say, hurry up, man. Okay, so far so good, right? And you know what? It would be cool to use, like, more music on streams, but it's just, there's the fear of getting DMCA'd or copyright strike. Like, I know with some stuff, I got copyright warnings. I haven't received a strike on my channel, knock on wood, and I'm hoping it stays that way. I also know Square does that for their games too. I've noticed it more specifically with Kingdom Hearts though.
Rosewood District. A reckless driver has just been reported heading south on Highway.
Tag vehicles, less than 4 minutes. Let's do that.
Dispatch, Bravo 2-4. Closing on a vehicle that just sped by me. Stand by while I attempt to stop.
What do you mean sped by you? I was waiting for you.
Go through chase. I can't get this guy to stop. Send me some cover.
10-4, Bravo 2-4. I'm clearing units right now.
I'm in, come in. This Hope. Yeah, I got a problem with the car. Just shut down. I need cover. Let's get Quadrant going. He got away from me.
Units in the area be advised. The code 6 suspect was last
There we go.
eastbound past Diamond Park.
Mhm.
Containment is to include immediate area and everything west of his last known direction of travel. Wait out for further info.
You know, for YouTube stuff, and I met... Wait, hang on.
Hey, it's Raj. Here's the deal. The next Blacklist racer holds the key to Camden Beach. Smoke him, and the next borough is yours. I'll see if I can dig something up on him. We'll talk later.
No, like, I've had some parts muted on stream. Yeah, I get that. And then I know with YouTube, like, it's just... If you monetize your videos, then you can't really monetize them. But I haven't hit monetization status, so... That's not really a problem. 170, okay.
Hey, it's me. Look, I'll be straight. I'm all for helping someone who's been cheated, but I gotta get something out of this deal. You flush out the blacklist, and I'll provide you with safe houses. In return, you turn a blind eye to any side bets I put down on you. It's a perfect deal, you'll see. Get that raw guy to help you out. Just don't let him figure out what's going on. Later.
You know, I remember, like, she uses you. Because Mia has her own agenda.
Folks, be advised. A street racer has just been reported eastbound past Diamond Park. Available units to clear and head up that way, please.
There we go. There we go.
It's Mia. I got some inside info on the cops that might help you out. You can lose the cops by ducking out in hiding spots. You just gotta make sure you're out of their line of sight. They're scattered throughout the world. Cruise around and scout them out. Later.
Yeah, we just gotta wait for them to show up, though. How much more do we need? Okay. We'll say 78,000. We'll just say, rounding it. How many cars? 4. Okay. Let's do this. But I've never had actually anything taken down. Okay, I'm gonna have to maybe... maybe do some visual customizations. Oh shit. That would have been embarrassing if I got caught there. But I know it's bound to happen at least once.
That's a 10-10, Charlie 21. Your current direction of travel will support a roadblock. Reference your PDT for optimal location. Come on, this guy's gonna get away unless we get those units out there.
Need 2 more. But we're gonna get to... oh, shit. I gotta watch the road. We're gonna get to condition 2. Get crushed by the donuts, sir. Come on, sir. I just need to tag your vehicle.
Copy that, Sierra 26. I've got ground units clearing up and en route.
There we go. He's not stopping. Okay, we've got all that, so... now here's where the slow-mo comes in handy. Nice. Quake. Oh shit. Hang on. I need to get out of here. That's all. Hang on. Invasion. Hey, how's it going, Quake? How are you doing? Welcome to Stream Raiders. Welcome. My name's John McBon, a variety streamer. We play a bunch of games here, whether it be shooters or even racing games or RPGs. So, with the launch of a new stream layout here, or at least new artwork done by the lovely Laura, I figured why not celebrate it with what it's inspired by, and that is Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005. Wait, how was your trip to Pennsylvania? I've never actually been.
Confirming suspect was last seen northbound through the campus
The original classic, yep. For Need for Speed. Most Wanted, yep. And we know the cops are persistent buggers. Let's just go around the... Oh shit, no. Hey Long, how's it going? But no, what were you playing? What were you playing tonight, Quake? Sorry, I've just been focusing on the pursuit. Because we have a situation here. Come here. Yeah, just stay there. Thank you.
Units heading up to the pursuit call. Be advised, suspect was last reported heading south on Clubhouse Road. Containment will be set up ahead of his last known direction of travel. Vehicle spotted.
How are you over here? Jeez. Workplace get together. Oh, or just attended. I mean, like, are you still at the gathering? You should be hanging out with your coworkers, I'd say, first, before football game. Jets versus Steelers, the Jets fan, and we won the game. The Jets won. Nice. So that makes that game even better for you, right? Just got home. Well, as long as you had a good time, right?
The code 3 chase. Suspect was last reported eastbound on Campus Way. Project to be set up around the area. Coordination will be handled TAC 2.
So it doesn't count towards the season itself. Yeah, so no. Basically, like, games to prepare, right? I got some lovely shots and sound. So, yeah, sounds like you had a wonderful time out there. And that's the important thing, right? Feel like they never end. Yeah, no, the pursuits, it just feels like, honestly, Spicy, the cops just come out of frickin' nowhere, right?
Alright, Vic's up. He's the meathead I was telling you about. Razor's knock-around guy. He's calling you out. Run him off the blacklist. That should send a message to Razor and his crew. I'll watch your back till you get this done.
But no, what'd you do for your gathering, though, Long? Where'd you guys go?
Chemistry be advised. We report a speeding vehicle. Driver has outstanding warrants and multiple entries. He was last seen heading eastbound on Campus Way. Can I get units in the area to respond, please?
Wait, which way? Let's see if we can do some customizations, though, for a second. Before we go? Before we go up there? No, I don't feel like getting into another pursuit right now. Or should we just say, oh, yep, no, cars popping in. Or should we just say screw it and just go for... Go for a race. Because I don't think I've unlocked anything else. Actually. You know what? No, let's run with this. Let's run with what we got. I think we'll be... I think we'll be fine, right? What do you guys think? We can just take on the next Blacklist racer? Or are the odds not in my favor? What do you guys think? Screw it, let's do it. We made it this far. Yeah, don't mind me. Oh. Don't mind the physics, guys. Here we go. Wish me luck. Vico Trebu, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. You're now McBond. Welcome to the club. I'm glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. How are you doing tonight? But no, Quake, have you played this game out of curiosity? Is racing games kind of your thing? What about you, Long? Any familiarity with this game or the Need for Speed series? Oh, hell yeah, I have. Have you finished this game? Take some buns. Thank you for offering them, Spicy. Don't forget, remember, you get access to emotes. Thank you, Mr. Godai, for doing that. I appreciate it. Quake is awesome. You haven't checked out his stuff? You really should. Plus Midnight Club 3. I've actually been debating on Midnight Club here for this. Because I haven't played... I don't remember much of Midnight Club 3. And I need to play through LA. Sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot for that. It's been a while. I apologize. She is awesome. You should definitely check her out. Why are you ahead of me? You need to get back here, Vic. I can't let you win. Thank you for doing that, Spicy. But no, familiarity with the Need for Speed series. What else have you played as well for Need for Speed, Quake? An old PC Need for Speed, but I forget which one. I do like the older Need for Speeds. Like I said, High Stakes, Hot Pursuit, the original Hot Pursuit. Definitely some classics. If you had to pick between Midnight Club 3 or Most Wanted, which one would you pick? Because I know that was always a hot debate. And actually, Midnight Club 3 is one I would love to see get a recompilation or recompiled on PC. Because I would love to see that get a native PC version of sorts. Especially if it's based off of the original Xbox code. Because since Midnight Club 2 is technically the only one that ever got an official release on PC. That was fun. I actually have the original Midnight Club on PS2. Because the game is basically, again, since it's made by Angel, the ones who were responsible for Midtown Madness, it has definite Midtown Madness vibes. But I also did, if on one of those pickup videos, pick up another one of Angel's games that they worked on, such as Smuggler's Run. I picked that up for GameCube, and it definitely gives off those vibes. We may have to restart this. I don't think I'm winning this. Yep. Restart. I have the Juiced games too, and those are ones that skip by me. I've heard Juiced goes for a little bit more of realism. Is that correct? But also that and Street Racing Syndicate. Yeah, that's what I heard about Juiced. So that's why I'm curious to get into Juiced and try it. Because I have the original on the Xbox, and I did pick up Hot Import Nights for the 360. Still, actually, True Crime Streets of LA. That is a sleeper hit. That is definitely a sleeper hit, and I feel like that game needs to be talked about more. I did pick up New York. That's one I missed out on. Was New York good? Yeah, because Sleeping Dogs was originally True Crime Hong Kong, but then that got scrapped, or like Activision didn't want to have any part of it, so it got sold off. And then I know Square Enix picked that up and just renamed it Sleeping Dogs. Now, you want another sleeper hit? That's a sleeper hit, Sleeping Dogs. Everyone should play that game. With probably some of the best melee combat in a game. The only thing I remember with True Crime New York was like that PC version was not good. So if you are to play it, you want to play it on the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox. I don't know how good the GameCube version is, though. Nope. I screwed up again. But yeah. Made a game. Yep, I did. I played that actually on PC. I played that on PC. I know there was a PS2 version, and like Rockstar published the PS2 version of that, I believe. The PC version was published by, I think, Take-Two or Gathering of Developers. But yeah, Oni was an interesting title. I have to see if I have a copy of it. Speaking of the Lord of the Rings games, who's played War in the North? Because I know that just recently got the remaster treatment from Aspyr. Would it be worth it to get wait for the physical release of that through Limited Run, or get my hands on a 360 version of it. No, but I have played it in the past. Because, no, I saw that, and I'm like, not too familiar with it. So that's why I'm curious. This race is being more difficult for me than I thought it would be. Yeah, find an original copy. I think our local game store has an Xbox 360 version of it. I'll have to see if they still have it, though. With arcade games, bowling lanes. Nice. Sounds very 80s and 90s. I would say, for that long. But yeah, War in the North, and then, like I said, another one that I got for an RPG was The Third Age, and I heard that one was actually interesting, because that's like Final Fantasy, Lord of the Rings, in a sense. But I did hear, apparently, from Spire that that's not the only Lord of the Rings game coming. So I would wonder if they got their hands on, out of curiosity, the EA stuff. So, the Two Towers, The Return of the King. If they did, that would be awesome to see those remastered. See, is this it? Is this it? There we go. That was cutting it too close. Alright, let's see what markers. Conquest. That was the multiplayer one, right? From Pandemic? Alright, we got a car. And we've unlocked a new section. Alright, Isabel Diaz, or Izzy, as we call her. I want her car. Izzy is definitely a chick you don't want to mess with. She knows everything there is about cars, on and off the road. She's got her ride wired tight. She comes from a long line of race fanatics. Everybody she runs with is either a cousin, friend, or uncle. They all stick close, so don't get on her bad side. Well, I think we're gonna have to, right? We gotta work our way up this list. Fear, I love Fear. Fear 1 is quintessential shooter. Neon signs, walls, carpet, wild geometric patterns. Yep, no, that definitely gives off those vibes. I do like that kind of look. Although, I don't know, who would be cooler? Dizzy or Lenny? Maybe Lenny?
Hey, it's me. I heard you got into Camden Beach. Good work. Looks like that rock guy is pulling his weight. hooked you up with another safe house closer to the coast. It saves you from having to drive back to Rosewood. Long way to go if the cops are on your tail. Stay alert. You don't want to get caught off guard. Later.
And you know what? You're not really wrong on those assessments. I'll say that. Fear 1 is the best. Fear 1 has problems, but Fear 1 is just really good. Oh, we can upgrade that. We gotta beat Izzy to get that. We'll upgrade some parts of this car. Playing Fear 1 with no HUD. I wonder how that would... I've never tried that. 11. We can get tires now. About what I want to do with them. I've done a single run of Fear on hard mode. We're gonna leave that. But yeah, you're not too wrong with that, I would say. Because I'm used to it. Yeah, no, I've done hard. I haven't attempted extreme difficulty with it. How tough is it? Boy. Let's try this. We haven't done a drag race yet. I'm surprised I waited this long to do it.
Drag's all about hitting the perfect shift. When the shift arrow turns green, that's the sweet spot. You're gonna reach high speeds in drag races, so don't try and steer the car. Just tap in the direction you want to go, and your car will automatically change lanes. Time your nitrous burst well to get the jump on the other racers. When you have the lead, try to watch the racers behind you, and if possible, run interference by blocking their lane.
Okay, so let's just say you could become minced meat. What the? Let's restart that. No, we gotta restart that. Okay, there we go. No, I remember the sensitivities on these sticks. I have 0Z dead zone on them, so gotta get used to that. Yeah. So, okay, no, I'll have to keep that in mind. Perhaps that's something I should do in the future. Who would want to see me play Fear again? The original Fear. But attempt its highest difficulty. Okay, I'm keeping that in the cards then in the future. I got some other things to go through, but I would love to do a run of Fear now on that. But as you said, Fear 2? Fear 2 is not alright. I played Fear 2 on hard, and that one's a bit more difficult, but it's a bit more annoying, if anything. And then Fear 3, yeah. The only way I would enjoy Fear 3 is that you gotta play it with someone. Fear 3 is actually not bad as a co-op game. As a single-player game, though, it's just okay. The story in every way. The story is just kind of eh. Yeah, like, the only thing that really sticks out with that story is its ending. That's it. That's the only good thing. Getting Fear 3 co-op to work. Oh, that's easy. You just get a console version and you do split screen. That's how I actually played through Fear 3. Yeah. I mean, you could do that, but I have it on PC. Unless there's LAN support. If there's LAN support, then there might be a way to do it. Is borked. Yeah, no, the PC version was not great. Let's just be honest. Which is sad. You could definitely tell, like, after Fear 1, like, Fear 2 and Fear 3, the priority was the consoles. Although, interesting fact that I learned with Fear 2 is that there are actually 2 different versions of Fear 2 in development. One specifically for consoles, and one specifically for PC. But the PC version got scrapped and turned into the console version.
Dispatch, Bravo 3-1. NCIC positive on vehicles showing wanted status.
Yes, go ahead.
He went through the station,
No, he didn't. He's just escaping yo ass. And then I know Fear 3 was just basically in development hell. And then when it released...
Cover unit heading up to the pursuit call. Be advised, this party was last seen eastbound on Union Row. 10 block radius on a quadrant has been authorized by supervisor. Details will be provided on your screen.
It's just okay. I would say at least Fear... They're worth looking into for sure, Spicy. But... especially for story purposes. But that's really it. Do you have Fear 3 for the 360, though?
once you can speak, I'll figure out if it's our guy.
It's your pal Razor. Heard you're back in. I hope you enjoyed your vacation. Maybe I should call you sweetheart now, huh? Glad to see you're a sucker for punishment, though. And by the way, thanks for the ride. Be seeing you.
I wonder if you can play online on the... Oh, hang on. I missed a voicemail.
Hey, I've been digging around and it looks like that Mia chick's laying a lot of cash on you. I don't like her. I also found out she has a real long record. That means the cops are probably watching her. I'd stay away if I were you.
I wonder if you can still play the console version online. If you can still play that 360 version online, maybe that's a consideration then at that point. Nope. Yeah, my car is kind of beat up. I get it. Well, speaking of that, actually, Quake, have you played Condemned? Monolith's other horror series? Because I played through Condemned 1. I have not played Condemned 2 Bloodshot. And I've always wanted to. We need 180,000. I didn't even see what the speed thing was that you do in that game. I know they made it more involved in Bloodshot, because I think that was a complaint with Condemned, is that was too easy. Tag 8, last 4 minutes. So now we can get to condition 3 now. That's always a cool angle to me. I can say Fear 3 is actually on the back compat list. So, you can pop it in your series console and see what's up. Because I did pick up Fear 2 and Fear 3 on Xbox, just for that reason alone. I haven't played Fear 1 on console, though. It's something that's kind of piqued my curiosities, though. Nope. Let's try this again. Come on, cops, be competent. I said be competent. Was that not supposed to happen?
Attention units on a code 3 chase. Suspect was last seen heading south on Ocean Hills Drive. Squad to be set up around
There we
the
go.
area.
We'll start this again. Oh, now we got the bounty tutorial. I'm surprised we didn't get that in the first place.
Guys on the blacklist use bounty level to gauge rep among drivers. The more the cops want you, the more rep you get, and the faster you move up the blacklist. Taking on pursuit milestones is the quickest way to raise the bounty on your head. Just don't get busted. Get enough bounty, become notorious, and you might just become the most wanted.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh. Textures fighting! Come on, cops. We gotta make it 4 minutes. But I need 8 vehicles to tag. We have 7 more to go. There we go. 2 out of 8. We need more. That's okay. I need to play Condemned 2. Yeah, no, that's one on the list for me. Condemned 2. Plus, also, I know there's something that involves a bear. No. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. It was an 80s, 90s theme from different departments too. So you got to mingle around with others. Nice. Get familiar with other people, right? What do you mean? You guys hit the pumps. I didn't. We're really goated. Yeah, no. There was definitely some good stuff, and that's why it's like fun to go back to those eras, I would say. And that's just not nostalgia talking. Like, the only thing I would say that was bad about those generations is just optimizations for some games. Like, especially the 7th gen, it wasn't great.
Charlie 21, 1023. Coming in on yours.
He's fun and exciting to be around. Was this your first time meeting them too? Hang on. I still need another cop car.
Westbound on Chase Road. You have a green light to go ahead and set up a containment.
I need 4 seconds. There we go. You were usually fine, yeah, no. That's the thing for most of them.
Suspect entered by District 1 members. Use caution with this driver.
Suspect just knocked everyone out. I'm the only unit left. I need more cover out here. Suspect lost. Repeat, suspect lost. 10 units ahead to canvass the area.
No, we're not going that way. I don't want to get into a police barricade. But I would say we, around 7th gen, like, at least, we were seeing better optimizations, I think, on PC. So, there was kind of a counter to it.
Roger, dispatch. This is Charlie 24. I have 4 units with me. We'll form a static quadrant southeast of this location.
Dispatch, this is Bravo 27. We are shifting quadrant toward Delta units to try to close the gap.
There we go. Of multiplayer passes. Yeah, online passes. All of that. That was the dark times. Let's do another sprint. Shall we? And I think we'll save before the race with Izzy. Because I really want her car. As I work in HR. So you see quite a few. You see quite a few things then, don't you? But you know, when we get to 8th gen, and I would say like optimizations, we're getting there. But 7th really was trying to push technology. You know, I imagine you see quite a few things. I can just imagine the stuff with HR side. Like, I remember learning about some of that, too. So, I get it. I should look at the road, not a chat. But it is slightly distracting. Oh, I didn't take the shortcut. That's fine. I want to stick with the road because I feel like this is better. But no, as long as you had a good time, and it sounds like you did. So, can't really go wrong with that, right?
Coastal District, be advised. A driver...
We'll do a circuit, and then we'll do the toll booths. But I know there's multiple sides to it. Like, there's ones that deal with problems. There's also ones that deal with recruiting. That would be the one I'd be interested in. Honestly. That would kind of be my jam. At the dry cleaners. I took more than I can chew, no days off. You need some time though for yourself, man. Yeah, because that's your second job there, doing dry cleaning. But hey, you figured out a couple of things though, at least when it comes for taking care of your clothes, right? Zeke, that's a lot though. Can we kind of shorten it down a bit? Also, hello, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a hot minute here. Okay, that's one lap. We're doing alright. Feeling a little bit better. And yeah, because I wasn't feeling so hot over the weekend. And then, yeah, as you can see with this stream, we've debuted some new stuff, new layouts. And we'll also have some new screens, so I'm going to utilize those as much as I can. All thanks to Laura. Thank you so much for that, my love. You are awesome. Yep. But hey, it's always good pointers and things to pick up on, right? Because yeah, your clothes are important. You want to try and keep them in tip-top shape, right? There we go.
Hey, I heard you were rolling the streets. If Rockport is anything like this, You're gonna have a lot of worked rides to take out. I hear Razor's been rattling a lot of people out there. I wouldn't worry about it, though. He's just trying to throw you off your game. Stay on target. He'll pay soon enough. I gotta hook up some numbers on you. See you later.
What do you mean by that?
It's me. Looks like that Izzy chick wants to take you on. She's telling everybody she's gonna kick you back to Rosewood. I wouldn't let that stand for too long. Don't underestimate her just because she's a chick. That girl can drive. I'll call you after you take her out.
Yeah, don't underestimate anyone. But before we do that, let's do some of this. You would be correct on that. You would be correct on that one. Started off as just a business, as just doing business together, and then it just kind of grew from there. Oh, we could have taken the shortcut through the theater and destroyed the screen, right? Let's see if we can get this way.
All call signs. We have multiple 911 reports of a speeding vehicle. Description matches the wanted racer. Suspect was last seen heading southbound on Chase Road. Can I get someone to start up that way, please?
Got any other info? I'll start up that way.
Yeah, just keep going that way, buddy. We don't need to deal. We don't need to deal with that. Whoa! Oh, I almost thought we were gonna lose it there. Yeah, because like she does art. She's a graphics designer. We just met first, like doing business interactions and stuff, and then just things kind of grew from there. Yep, I knew it. There was it right there.
I've got the reported party on view. Code 3 Chase. The driver spotted me.
There we go. Oh no, I don't want to restart the race.
Requesting 1073. I can't get this guy to slow down.
Copy, Charlie 12. There's adding units on another call to your chain. They should be pouring up ahead of your location momentarily.
Charlie 2. I'm 1023. I'm calling the pursuit. He's crashed into the refinery.
No, he's not crashed into the refinery. He's driving through the refinery.
1059.
And he can't drive effectively, as you can see. But no, tomorrow, like when we stream Wo Long, I know Gamescom is happening. We're gonna have some things to talk about, though. I'm curious to see all the new announcements, and then like everything that's coming out. Because like one that definitely was announced today was we're getting a newer version of Terranigma. And if anyone hasn't played that JRPG, you really should. It is an amazing experience, and I'm glad to finally see it come out here.
Units on the pursuit. For your information, vehicle was last seen eastbound on Route 55. Containment to be set up at 10-block radius. Status update.
Okay now, take him down. On my mark. 1065 when you're ready. Hey, Charlie, break through. We're still code 3.
We're heading to condition 3, aren't we?
Include immediate area and everything west of this last known direction of travel. Wait up for further info.
There we go.
Bravo 27, we got a 1073 set up southeast of suspects last known 20. Get it.
Can we do another toll? Yeah, let's do another toll. And then we'll take on Izzy. No, wait. Before we take on Izzy, we'll do this. I want to save, though. Just in case if I don't win her ride. I'll do it again. Because I want her wheels. I like the RX-8. If you're currently in the chat. No, she's not in the chat. I can tell you that. But no, I understand though. Hopefully that clarifies things at least a little bit for you. Gosh, no. Crap. Let's go this way. Are we gonna make it? Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. How far are we? 95%. So yeah, there it is. Okay. We still have yet to do an explosive ending. Jump to the safe house. We're gonna save that. Let's go take her... Oh, no, wrong button. Let's go take her on. Okay, what do you think the chances are that we can do this without having me to restart like I did with ROG? Steak or stale? Here we go. Okay, no, that's what I thought you meant. For that. Sometimes it can be a little bit, but if you have like an air purifier running or something, or a humidifier, that can definitely help. Or a window open. But it can be a little bit. But it also depends. Do you have any... What else do you have going on in your room? Is like there anything that's causing odors? Because that could be the sign of something else too, I would say. I gotta be careful with this, because we're cutting it close. Could have taken the shortcuts, but no. This, I think, works better. Okay, no, we got enough of a gap. We're fine. Why are you finding that happens with your room? Well, also the heat is a factor with it. You don't have any windows open or access to anything like that for your room, if possible? Okay, so this is circuits, though, so... Yeah, because, like, with hot air, it does make odors, like, linger more, I would say. I was like, how was she ahead of me? Did the game just miscalculate? In a few hours. Okay. No, the other thing to worry about, which is something I need to keep an eye on, is dust. No, I don't have that. Like, I don't notice that much with me. I think it's more, like, as far as I have the window open, it helps a bit. But I just feel like it's more, like dust being one thing, and then... Alright, well, we're gonna probably wrap it up after this, Spicy, but thank you for hanging out, my man. I appreciate you coming by. You take care of yourself, and you have a good night. Also, if anyone hasn't followed Spicy, you should really follow the man. He is a wonderful human being. Fun guy to play games with, and is a good streamer. If you haven't checked him out, you should really check out his stuff. Oh, they lost control for a second there. So no swoosh of stale air? No, not that I find. Could it be something with your building, though? Or there could be something in your room that's causing it. Yeah, is she trying to stick with me? 'Cause that's what it looks like. Air. Oh. Would have been perfect if I didn't hit anything. Nope, I just fucked up. Yep. We have to do a restart, damn it. Could it be the building then? Or something else in the room? Because where do you live? In an apartment or a room in a house? When open. When closed, it doesn't. In a townhouse. Okay. So you share it with other people. Well, Izzy takes care of that stuff. Have you asked your, like, the other people that you live with if they've noticed the same kind of odor or something? That's something to ask. It's just stale air. But okay, what about your roommate? Like the other people you live with, do they notice it as well, the stale air as well? Because I don't know, other thing you could maybe invest in, it would be like an air purifier or something. Or a humidifier. Just an idea, though. And the smell changed. So that did something. There we go. But also Izzy wrecked, so that will hopefully alleviate things. But one screw up and she can just catch up, right? Like that. Okay, there we go. That's the case, then that needs a deep steam clean then. Because when was the last time it was clean besides that? There we go. We got our car. Okay, sweet. Lou Park or Big Lou, right? Yeah, I never asked what kind of like carpet flooring you have, because if it's carpet, then yeah, it tends to stick around a lot more. This slab of Korean muscle considers himself a real ladies' man. Oh, I'm sure about that. He's all show. Rumor has it, he panics around the cops and bails on races the first chance he gets. Along with that, they say he has problems working the clutch, so he's slow off the line. I wouldn't count on it if I was you. Well, gives ideas, but no. Not enough to work off of. But again, if they just say he's all show, again, there's your ladies. So he'll be fun to take out. So we get to number 11. But we will save that for another time. But no, a deep cleaning should happen.
Guess Izzy's racing days are over. Keep burning them up. I'll catch you later.
There we go. We'll switch cars, though. Get the heat off this one at least a bit. We'll save that. And minimal. Again, like you said, well, now that you say that, it could be the carpet, but it's also, like, again, it could be other things, but we could just factor it down to that. But yeah, we'll call it there. Everybody, thank you for watching, and thank you for seeing, like, the new layout of stuff. I'm glad you like it. But this will kind of be it going forward. We can switch between them every once in a while, which is nice, so keep that in mind for these. But again, thank you, Laura, for making these. I appreciate it. We do have a stream schedule up. You can check that out on Twitter/X. And stay tuned. We'll have some other things coming up in the future. But I thank you all for watching and taking your time out of your day to come by. I appreciate it. Please enjoy yourselves, stay safe, and I will see all of you in the next one.